Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So, the Mavericks GM, Nico has been subjected to death threats. After the Luka trade, you got fans, fanboys, Mavericks fans. They're messaging this man, talking about doing harm to him because Luka is no longer a part of the organization. And I get it. Everybody's emotional. This is Luka, man, one of the greatest players in modern time. This is a generational talent, barely 25. He got traded randomly. This is out of nowhere. We're still trying to process and get over this, the why. And Maverick fans, they're upset. They're all pissed off. But this gives you no right to want to hurt somebody. This is going to sting for a few years, man, a couple of years. It's going to sting. Like, man, they traded Luka. But this gives you no right to want to hurt this man, do harm to this man, see this man's family get hurt. Like, it's not that serious. It's never that serious. But this is sports fans in a nutshell. Half these people, they're fanatics, they're crazy, and they lose their minds. The trade deadline is one of the worst. Trade deadline, that always have fans and people going crazy. Players being moved around. If the organization you support and love makes the wrong decisions, the wrong moves, it pisses you off. And some people are just mentally unstable. So a trade like Luka, that'll send him into a frenzy and they want to do something crazy, or they start having ill feelings and ill thinking. Like, come on, you can't want to harm this man because he made an executive decision. He made a decision that he felt was the best for the organization and what they're trying to do. That's how he felt. They felt like Luka wasn't committed. He wasn't in shape. He wasn't committed to staying in shape, eating healthy, and doing the necessary things you got to do to be great. If you're trying to ascend and possibly win a championship, you have to grind and put in the work. And they didn't feel like Luka was committed, man. The dude is showing up, out of shape, way out of shape. Yes, he could still ball, but you have to show the organization that you're actually serious about winning, especially when you're the best player on the team and you have role players and others who look up to you. You have to lead by example, man. And they felt like he wasn't doing that. Plus, he was becoming difficult to deal with. So I'm sure there's a lot that was going on in the background, a lot that we as fans and media personnel, we weren't seeing. He made a decision, man. The man bust a move, basically. It might have been the best decision. It might have been the worst decision. But that's yet to be seen. We will know the outcome in a few years from now. But right now, it's all still just, emotions, and it's still a shocker, man. A lot of people, we're still shocked. We're trying to process this whole situation. But that don't give anybody the right to want to hurt this man, do harm to him. You're sending threats, but this is typical fandom, man. This is normal nonsense. Everybody goes through this. GMs, NBA players, coaches, refs. No one is immune from getting death threats and just people trying to hurt you or scare you up with scare tactics. And, he better hope and pray this Luka move, it doesn't work out. Because if it turns out the Lakers win a chip or what he thought Luka would have been, that's not the case or the situation, now he's going to look crazy. At the same time, why did they send Luka to the Lakers of all franchises? They could have gotten more for him. They could have gotten so much for Luka if they placed him on the market. All the teams are bidding on him. They could have had a bidding war and actually secure more draft picks and assets for him. They just gave him to the Lakers. I don't get it. That's the part that's confusing. And that's the part that tells you it's bigger than what we think. I feel like this is Adam Silver is involved, deeper than what we perceive on the surface. It's deeper than that. I feel like this was a play to increase the NBA ratings, secure the Lakers have a future moving forward. So when LeBron retires, the Lakers still got Luka. They have Luka. He's a household name, generational talent. And even if they don't win a championship, LA will be buzzing. LA will be buzzing. There'll be a lot of talks. The hype around LA is going to continue since they acquired Luka. So I feel like this was Adam Silver, the Lakers GM, Mavericks GM. Everybody's in cahoots, getting together and saying, you know what? This is the best playing option. Let's send Luka to LA. Because let's be honest, We know, they know they could have gotten much more for Luka, way more assets. Despite all that, they just sent him to LA. I mean, I know Rob Pelinka and Harrison, they have a relationship dating back to the Kobe days, but regardless, man, it don't add up. Why wouldn't you get the most you could get for Luka? Why wouldn't you maximize your assets basically? That just don't add up. But that tells me it's bigger than what we think it is. But that don't give anybody the right to want to hurt this man. What's done is done, man. I do understand. The Mavericks, their fan base, they're heartbroken. You done traded Luka Doncic, of all players, man. Will they ever get a player like Luka again? More than likely not. The chances of that is very slim. So a lot of fans are disgruntled, heartbroken, pissed off, whatever word you could use. And sometimes you're in your feelings and you might say some things or do some things that you're not in the right state of mind. You're emotional. But y'all got to chill out, man. I love sports. I love the NBA, but it's just sports, man. It's just sports. It's not that serious. Y'all got to chill out. And obviously, all the fans, they grew attached to Luka. He's been there since day one. They drafted him. They drafted up so they could get Luka. So I can understand, man. You grew attached to this dude and you know his talent and what he could do. Time heals all wounds, and they have AD, you have Kyrie, Klay Thompson, you have a nice bench going on. They'll be all right. It's going to stink for a couple of years, but once they start winning games, making the playoffs, and things is rocking, that'll soften the blow a little bit. Not entirely, but just give it some time. But no need to threaten the guy. You want to hurt him. You want to see him out of here. That's just going too far. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.